Miller Park in Milwaukee. It's Brewers baseball next on the show.
Tony Gwynn.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Gloved by Bogarts. And a good throw gets him one gone. Here's Carlos Correa now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Got him fishing that time. 0-1. So the mercury has dipped under 50, 49 degrees here at first pitch. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. And the pitch. Ball 2.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Carlos Correa goes down for out number 2 in the top half. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Oh, man, I think he thought he was going to get another breaking ball right there. He's a little bit late on that fastball. That's a nice pitch, though, following that breaking pitch to keep him off balance with the heater.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
This guy's a good hitter. He's seen a lot of pitches already, fouling balls off. But as the pitcher, I got to keep throwing him strikes. And if he hits it, hopefully it's at somebody.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
First baseman.
Here's Yonder Alonso. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. And Harold, this Angels ball club entering play here tonight. They come in winners of 3 in a row and riding a nice little run to start the new series.
Well, Matt, I really like the pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix their pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
This one's blooped out toward right center field. Zobrist onto the grass. He can't get to it. This one's down. Here's Xander Bogarts now. Batting average.
The shortstop, Xander Bogarts.
From the belt, kicks and deals. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. The 0-1. Favorable call in there for a strike.
Look, Matt, this guy's got a great sinker. Here's the key. He's got a runner on first base. This is where you can get that ground ball double play. Make him chase that hard sinker and hit it into the dirt and turn one over for you.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. A runner at first with no outs here. And he misses there. 1-2.
Looked to be a pitch that caught a lot of the plate right there, so that might be a little indication of the strike zone we can expect the rest of the way.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. A pitch out. The throw. And boy, even a pitch out can't slow him down. He's in there at second base. Set to deal on 2-2. Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now. 3-2.
Well, we're playing cat and mouse already in the first inning. Look, I know it's a 3-ball count, but I don't think he's pitching around him because look at the on-deck circle. That guy's a pretty good hitter, too.
And the runner's breaking for third. Hit on the ground out to short. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And the run will score as the Brewers are off to an early 1-0 lead. So coming to the plate, J.D. Martinez. The average remains a very big bright spot for him at this point in the season, just under 400. set. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a ball line hard towards short. But this is pulled in by the shortstop. Striding into the box, Steven Souza. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. On the ground to third. One there. On to Alonso. It's a double play in the inning. Here's George Springer. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Center fielder, George.
Now swinging a ground ball for the second baseman, Cano. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Digging in, Andre Dawson, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Popped up. And he'll squeeze this one for the second out. Now in the box, C.J. Cron. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. And this is going to be a foul ball.
That's a nice pitch right there. He threw him a breaking ball, comes back with a fastball, and now he's late. Now he doesn't know.
And we'll have to leave it there. Stepping up to the plate, Marwin Gonzalez. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second. Now here's the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. That gets through, and he'll start the inning off with a base hit. So digging in now, Ian Desmond. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. From the stretch. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball one. 1-0 pitch on the way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Sinker stayed high but called for a strike. Garcia ready, the 1-2. Down the third baseline. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Throw won't get him. At the plate, Robinson Cano. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. And here's a ball hit in the air. Dawson is after it, and the runner from third crosses the plate. And both runners will score. It's now a 3-0 ball game. Digging in the switch hitter, Blake Swihart.
Blake Swihart.
Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Springer comes on now, and he has it one down. Stepping into the box, Mike Moustakas. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Billy Hamilton. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. He's set and the pitch. Now a flare out toward right center. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And the run is in to score from third. The tag, and they got him at third. What a throw. Digging in for his second at-bat, Xander Bogaerts. Looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. For Hamilton, that's double number 3 so far on the year. This one's flared toward left center. Dawson sprinting after it, but he won't get there. It falls in. Fortunately, the bobble won't cost him a run as runners will stick at first and third.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again. J.D. Martinez.
J.D.
Twos all over the place.
Martinez.
2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Too high, 1-0. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Well, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Set to deliver on 3-0. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Right fielder
Riding
number
in
20.
once again, Steven Souza. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And that one stayed up a little high.
This is a pivotal inning right here and a pivotal at bat for me. I mean, you already got runs on the board. You got a chance here now with 2 outs. You get a big hit here, you can break the game open and basically say bye-bye to the defense.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Hit hard up the middle. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not. Standing in, Jake Lamb. And they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lamb.
Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a flare out to left center. And that's in there. Base hit. Here's Ben Zobrist now.
Batting 9th. Second baseman.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Zobrist.
And a fastball just a bit high. Nobody out. Runner on first. Just missing here. 2-0.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
There is Moustakas to look it in for the first out. Ready for another
right fielder,
chance.
number 19.
Tony Gwynn. 0 for
Tony
1 here in the early
Gwynn.
going. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
No contact there, and it's 1-2. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. Stepping in, Carlos Correa. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Carlos.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's through into left, a base hit. And now this is bobbled in left. Long throw to third. And they'll get the man at third here at least, but in the interim, a run has come in to score.
The catcher.
Now at the plate,
Number 9.
Yogi Berra trying to
Yogi
keep things
Berra.
going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Fouled straight back. A runner on first with 2 away. Line towards center field. Hamilton is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Digging in, Marwin Gonzalez.
Leading off for the Brewers. First baseman, Marwin.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Gwynn racing back. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Ian Desmond. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. In there, 0-1.
There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
Now the 0-2 from Garcia. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. In now, Robinson Cano. He singled his last time up. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Softly hit toward the hole. Alonso takes it in. The tag, and he is out. Here's Yonder Alonso. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
First baseman, Yonder Alonso.
And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike one. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Well, he's got him thinking right now. There's a fastball, then he comes back at the curveball and gets him out in front. I think when you get him out in front like that, you come back and throw another curveball right here. I like that combination right there. Show him the curveball, and now that fastball sitting in the low 90s is going to look even faster. Nice job of mixing it up.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. Two-strike changeup. I like the thought process, and he got it on the corner. I got to give the hitter some credit for fouling that one off. That is the fourth foul ball of this AB right here. He's seeing a lot of pitches.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
The center fielder, George Springer.
George Springer is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. The windup and the 0-1. Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Dawson.
Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll avoid. And that'll bring in the speedy catcher Blake Swihart. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Swihart.
Now here's a shot out to right center field. Around first, digging for 2. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double. So striding forward now, Mike Moustakas. He reached on a single in his first try. And there's the 4th wide one. So now the double play perhaps in order with nobody out.
7, Billy Hamilton.
Here's the first pitch to him. Sacrifice attempt here. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
The shortstop.
Digging
2,
in once again, Xander
Bogaerts.
Bogaerts. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Look out, there goes Hamilton. Pitches a cold strike. The throw behind the runner to second. And now after the stolen base, they'll go ahead and put him on here to keep the double play in order with 1 away. Here's J.D. Martinez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. Zobrist on to Alonso. It's a double play. Here's C.J. Cron now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Leading off with the Angels, the designated hitter, C.J. Cron.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard. Striding in, Jake Lamb. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Seared down the first baseline. Oh, what a stop on the slide. The second for 1. Back to first, and they won't get them both, but they wouldn't have had any had it not been for an excellent play at first base. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. Ready for another shot now. Tony Gwynn. A hit in 2 tries so far. And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
Shortstop.
Ready once again, Carlos Correa. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Comes set, and the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit up.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Takes this the other way to right. 1 run scores. 2 runs are in. Now a third runner heading for the plate. Now the relay home, and he is in there. Now to the plate, Yogi Berra. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Yogi Berra.
First pitch of the at-bat. And here's a ball hit in the air. Moustakas is there for it. 2 gone. Stepping in, Yonder Alonso. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Alonso.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. A little bouncer. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Coming to the plate. Now,
Leading off for the Brewers, right fielder, Steven Souza.
and here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen.
Shot back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He's singled in 2 trips to the... Dylan Betances is on his way to the mound, and this is a rather curious move to bring on the closer in just the 5th inning. First delivery to him on the way. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Dawson's there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Into the box now, Ian Desmond. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Hernan Perez will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 14, Hernan Perez.
Matt Carpenter will be summoned off the bench here. He'll pinch hit.
Matt Carpenter.
And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Runners off for second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. The tag, and he is out at second. 5th inning here of a tie ball game, 4-4. Fouled back. Betances is ready. Here's the 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end. Here's George Springer. 0 for 2 on his line thus
Leading
far.
off for the Angels, center fielder, George Springer.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Left fielder, Andre.
Into the windup and the pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, this is powered into left field for a base hit. Ready for another chance. C.J. Cron, a hit in 2 tries so far. Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside. The throw. 4-4 is our score as we play the 6th. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. Dawson rounds the corner and is headed home. And not in time as the run scores. Digging in once again, Jake Lamb, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. 5 runs, 9 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
The second baseman.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is foul for the first strike. 0-1 count and the pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good. Digging in to try it again. Robinson Cano. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Second baseman, Robinson Cano.
First pitch of the at-bat. Inside with what looked like the slurve. 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
And the slurve can't find the zone, and it's 2-2. And here's a swing and a miss by Cano as he's set down on strikes, and there's 1 away. Digging in and looking for more, Blake Swihart. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger. So far. Action now in the Angels bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. Fouled straight back. 4 runs, 10 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. The third baseman, Mike Moustakas now.
Third baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Now here it comes. Hops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. Zobrist is there for it, and the inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tony Gwynn. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7. To short, hit hard. Bogarts has it, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Ready for another shot now, Carlos Correa. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball 1. Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he misses. 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Swing and a miss. Good pitch, and it's full now. 3-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The 3-2 one more time. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Catcher, Yogi Berra.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
I like how he wasted that pitch. It was close enough to tempt the hitter to swing, but now you got him thinking, will he come back with another fastball? You got him set up. Off speed, hard pitch, anything now. I like the call for the 2-strike changeup, but you got to make a better pitch. He got away with one right there.
Swing and a looper to left. Martinez will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Here's Yonder Alonso. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out. Hanley Ramirez will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
I love that pitch right there. You know he's geared up right there in this big situation. He looked for a ball and just let it fly, and he pulled the string on him, just spun him into the ground.
And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. He takes a called strike 3. A debatable. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in.
Center fielder.
Denard Span will pinch hit here, and he's the potential time. Run. Aroldis Chapman gets the call from.
Now pitching for the Angels, number 54, Aroldis Chapman.
This is on the ground over to first, and that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning. Ready. Once again, Xander Bogart.
Xander Bogart.
Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
Now a bunt attempt here. And he is out on the tag. So striding in, J.D. Martinez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And here's ball 4 now on the intentional walk. So that'll set up the double play possibility with 1 gone.
The right fielder.
Digging in now, Hernan Perez. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball 1.
Hey, this game is getting interesting real quick. The last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Now both runners are breaking. On the ground up the middle. Reined in. On to first, and there were 2 down. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. 1-0 pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Here it comes on 1-1. Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. Berra is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there. Here's George Springer. No hits in.
Center fielder, George Springer.
Pedro Strop will come on and make his fourth appearance in this campaign.
Pedro
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy under wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, left fielder, Andre Dawson.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And there's ball 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit back up the middle. Bogarts has it. Throw gets him. 2 down. At the plate, C.J. Cron. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Popped high in the air. McCann has a play, and that retires the side. Here's Matt Carpenter.
For the Brewers, designated hitter, Matt Carpenter.
Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1.
Ooh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
Bounce towards the mound, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. This is line to left, and that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Heading for second is Carpenter. Throwing to second, and he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double.
The batter,
riding in once again, Robinson Cano, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And there's the fourth wide.
Ryan McCann.
First pitch on its way. Brian McCann will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
That's a good pitch right there. Now he's ahead in the count. You got the hitter back.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Third baseman.
So stepping in, Mike Moustakas. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Another one sent foul.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Another 0-2 home. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again.
That's 4 foul balls in a row. He's battling, no doubt.
Ready with another 0-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Quinn on the move. He gets there to make the play, but here comes the tying run from third. And that'll plate the tying run from third as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now. So we've got runners at the corners here, 1 away, and standing fourth is the left-handed hitting Denard Span. He's set. Here it comes. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
He really was struggling. He needed that strike right there. It's been a while since he's thrown one. That's just not the way he wanted to start this inning.
Pulled toward right center field. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. And he's safe. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. A couple of singles to his credit. Blake Parker enters here looking to get the final out before the ninth inning.
Number 53, Blake
From the belt, the pitch. Grounded to short. Backhanded. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on one. Jake Lamb standing in now. He'll be the one to lead it off, needing one to tie in the top of the ninth.
Jake Lamb.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Behind in the count, he comes with a splitter anyway and misses for ball three.
Down by a run, the guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink the strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
Here's Ben Zobrist now in his last at-bat. Yunel Escobar will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike one. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing two fastballs now in a row.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And Escobar swings and misses on a good pitch there, and he's retired for out number two.
Number 19.
Coming to the plate now, Tony Gwynn. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last. Roberto Ozuna gets the call here as he'll try and look for one out to finish this thing off.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if you look.
And he gets strike three called to end it here, and with that, this one is over. So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Brewers. 6 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Angels, 5 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. Time for the ball game, 3 hours and 26 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Miller Park, 42,200. The Brewers thank you for attending tonight's ball game and remind you to please drive home safely.